this way. You're just gonna fade that back.
You just mute that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How do we fade it out?
Click fade right there, and then it'll start the next one. So then make sure you click auto off. But yeah. Okay, you're on.
Let's see. You ready, Donald?
Whenever you are, just let me know.
WTF, where's the Friday? I'm Rob Birdsey. Guys, I've just had like a huge morning trying to change a new system over, so that was kind of fun. But we've now got clarity on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, Widowed, Trio, and Freedom, and you catch us there. It's widowed. I'm a widowed father. Trio. I have 2 little boys. Freedom. I'm doing this for the freedom, so hopefully it'll work. Today I have Donald Williams on the. He's a coach, assistant coach for the men's basketball, and this guy is a absolute. The rap sheet of this guy is amazing. He's done a lot. He's kind of a veteran of the sport, and I think he's got some great insights, and he's got a good podcast too. So. We're going to get into that. Donald, how you doing?
Appreciate you having me, Rob.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be on the radio show, and let's have some fun.
I like it. I like it. We're good? Okay, we're all good. We're on. We're going. We're just going to do a quick little one for today because I've just chewed up your time. So I apologize to you for that and to the audience out there.
No problem at all.
But I'm going to bring you back, and I think it'll be great. And what we might even do, when we do that, we might even do like a Zoom with your counterpart on the East Coast. So we'll get all of us in there.
Oh, man, that'd be great.
That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
That'd be cool.
Yes, now we have the technology. My computer I had last, it was not powerful enough, and it was coming out really choppy. So I'm very thankful to be able to have this process. But how's your day?
Man, it's going good. You know, we preparing for Nebraska Omaha tomorrow, so we got practice 11-1. So they had a tough game last night against UNLV, and I think one of their better players didn't play. Hopefully he don't play tomorrow either. But just excited for tomorrow.
Yeah.
See what we can do.
My boys, we come to every game that's here. Okay. My little boys love it. I think like last semester we started and they didn't really understand the game as much, so they would just come and just play around. But the last 3 games that we've watched with you guys, my kids are sitting there just like, go! Yeah, like they're getting into it. You guys are slaying it right now.
We're playing pretty well.
Yeah.
I think we had an exhibition game with Westminster that helped us get on track. And a scrimmage against Portland State that really probably helped us get on track. So right now the fellas playing pretty good and feeling good about themselves. We just got to keep the mojo rolling.
Yeah, it's even fun. Like you can tell you got your lineup that you want to lead with, and then towards the end of the game you're changing out players and it's kind of swapping up the whole team out there, which is kind of fun to see. To be honest with you, it's cool to see. Clearly there's, everyone gets injuries from time to time and things like that, but you guys are pretty healed right now, right?
We're fairly healthy.
Fairly healthy, there you go.
Been catching some cramps lately with Don Ford and some of the other guys, but for the most part, pretty healthy.
Yeah, no, I like it. That's really cool. Where are you from?
So I'm from Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, everybody want to sing that song, Gary, Indiana, Gary. But that's where I'm from. Michael Jackson from there, Big Dog, Glenn Robinson. But yeah, that's home. That's home. I was born in Pontiac, Michigan, but then my mom packed up and moved to Gary. So that's where I grew up. And then from Gary, went to Cali and played JUCO basketball at Porterville. played D2 at Cal State Hayward.
Oh, wow.
And then from there, man, I got into coaching. Like at high school, I was coaching at San Andreas High. I coached AAU with the Oakland Soldiers back in the day when they had LeBron James and Kendrick Perkins and Leon Poe and all them dudes.
You were there for that?
I was there around. I was around for that.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So,
That must have been special.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was around for that. I didn't coach that particular team. I was coaching one of the other teams, but I was around
Yeah.
just to see LeBron as a freshman and sophomore at high school.
Was he always
pretty
that good?
Huh?
Was he always that good?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He was a funny story. My guy Calvin Andrews, he's an agent with Clutch now, who ran the Oakland Soldiers then. He had said, "Man, come up to Cal. I want you to see this kid." They didn't tell me nothing about him. So, this kid about 6'6", 215 pounds.
Wow.
And I'm watching him work out for about 45 minutes. And so I was like, "Man, what college he going to?" And they started laughing at me because they was like, "Oh man, he's a freshman. He's gonna be a freshman in high school." And they said, "Well, he'll never see college."
Wow.
And it was LeBron. So
Yeah.
So it was funny. It's a funny
Yeah.
story.
That's man, that's pretty unique, huh?
Yeah. Then from there, I coached at San Jose State for 10 years, and then I got out of the business for a little bit. My first wife passed away of cancer when my boys were like 5th grade, 7th grade.
Oh man.
So I took a break from basketball to concentrate on them, and then remarried because that was my wife's wishes for me to remarry, and I remarried a beautiful young lady, and that I've been with for over 10 years now. And her thing was like, "Hey, you need to get back into college coaching," because I was doing some coaching, some high school stuff in Stockton, California. And then Russ Beck, a good friend of mine, got the job at Southern Nevada JUCO in Vegas and asked me to come along. And my wife left a 6-figure job for me to pack up and go play Coach JUCO.
Wow.
And then 3 years later, Coach Jeter brought me in last year as assistant. So I'm appreciative of that. Appreciative of my wife, because this probably don't happen if she's not willing to give up her job. But also appreciative of Coach Jeter, man. He's a heck of a head coach, and a great man, unbelievable father, husband, and just all the things you want to be a part of with a head coach. And I appreciate him. I appreciate him a lot.
Yeah, no, I've talked to many people about Coach Jeter, and I've never heard anything bad said about that man, and I've had to, just talking with him here and there, little glimpse, he's just always so gracious, you know what I mean? It's a good thing.
Really, really, really good dude, man.
Yeah.
He's one of the best.
Yeah.
One of the best. He let me come over his house. I don't call. I just go over. He on trip.
There you go. No, that's a beautiful. Have friendships like that in your life is such a beautiful thing. Man, so we've got something very similar in common.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife died of cancer in 2020.
Oh wow.
Yeah, breast cancer, and she died at 42, and left behind my 2 little boys. At the time, they were 4 and 2.
Wow, that's
So-
crazy. My wife was 42
Oh
when
wow.
she passed, and she died of it was small bladder stomach cancer.
Really?
And maybe like 1,000 people in the world had it, so they didn't really know how to deal with it. So, but she had it, and they caught it, and they did surgery and they caught the cancer, but they were concerned, so they wanted to do chemo. But my wife refused to do chemo because she was like, "If you caught it all, why we
What's
doing
the purpose?"
chemo?" Right?
Yeah.
So she didn't do it, and it came back 2 years really aggressive and strong, and
Yeah.
so hard thing to go through, man. But God is still good, and I tell everybody, I mean, in this lifetime, you're lucky to get one good wife. I end up with 2.
Oh man, I love that. I love that. There's hope. The way how I look at it at the time, I mean, for me, it was like I call it the dark ages, right? For me, dark times for me, it's like for 3 years I shut everything down and I just concentrated on my boys and tried to, I promised my wife I would post a lot on Facebook so all the friends could see that they're doing okay.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So I'd put a smile on your face and everything else, but then you tuck them into bed at 8:30 and you fall apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
My boys had a lot of support. Like I said, it was 5th and 7th grade. And, when you lose somebody close to you like their mom, that pain never goes away. You
Never.
just learn how to deal with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, it's not been easy. And she was a good woman too. My late wife Annie, she was pretty amazing.
yeah, my wife was cool. It was a funny story. My best friend, one of my best friends, he's a head coach at Louisiana Tech. So him and his wife, we were at the hospital. And this was about 3 months before my wife passed, and she looked at my friend and said, "Hey, he need to start looking. He need to find her." And we looked at each other. It's like, find who?
Yeah, what?
And so she was like, "My boys need a mom,
Yeah,
and you need a wife.
yeah.
My boys don't need to see your college days."
Ah.
And she was just laughing and stuff. And but when I met my wife, I think because she released me, I didn't have no guilt to move on. And
Yeah.
man, I learned a lot from her, just that love and to want to see me be happy, and her boys to be happy. Man, it was a cool thing, and
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate you talking about that. I think we should talk more about this. I really do want to bring you back.
Yo,
I mean,
absolutely,
I
man.
think that'll be
I
a
would love
good
to come
thing.
back.
Let's talk about, just for a split moment, you've just started a podcast.
I did. The Basketball Blueprint.
Yeah.
We just did our second episode on Wednesday. It got published yesterday. Gabe and Ryan, the producers for it.
Yeah.
I owe them a lot. So the first episode was Coach Jeter and his son Rob, and then my agent Temexan Star, who's an agent and the vice president of Delaware State, which is crazy because you don't see that happen a lot. And then my on Wednesday, I had Dominique Ford,
Wow.
our player Dominique Ford, and then I had my guy Von Webb, whose son played here football years ago. And crazy thing, Todd Brown saw the podcast. He go, "You know Von Webb?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my guy." He's like, "Well, they're thinking about trying to do something for his son because his son played football here for 3 years, and he passed away last year of a fentanyl overdose." So Von is started a business to talk about how deadly the drug is. So, so the podcast is doing pretty well. I mean, the whole goal of the podcast, really, to be honest with you, is to get our men's basketball team out there a little bit more and talk to coach and players and other assistant coaches will be on the podcast. So I think it's just a good way. And then the next 30 minutes just to bring a special guest on.
Yeah.
From wherever.
I have similar stances. Like I started this because of going through hard things, right? So I wanted to start this, and I don't really know if I had a direction in the beginning, But the one thing I've come to learn, being able to, because I've interviewed a lot of the players now, you guys do hard things all the time. You know what I mean? And I don't think many people realize athletes, when they're at their peak, which they have to be, otherwise you guys aren't winning. You know what I mean?
Right.
They have it's some good stories that you guys have. So I'm happy to be able to share that.
Yeah, I look forward to work with you even more with it.
Yeah.
And getting you involved with this podcast.
Yeah.
What I find out, man, is this is very therapeutic.
So
for my mental.
That's it, and not only for you, for the guests. Like you'll come across people, they'll be all timid. Oh, I don't know. It's like, you know what? Don't worry. Let me host you, and we'll just have a conversation.
The cool thing when doing the very first episode with Coach Jeter and his son, I had people call me and be like, man, I didn't realize, Coach Jeter did all of that at Milwaukee and Western Illinois as a head coach. And then, they heard stories about his dad, winning Super Bowls with the Green Bay Packers.
Oh my
and
goodness,
going
how
to
amazing.
the Rose Bowl, winning the Rose Bowl. And he don't never talk about as much as his dad played for the Chicago Bears too. And I think he does that on purpose because, that's my team, he a Packer fan. But, a lot of people called and was like, man, Coach Jeter, man, his personality is unbelievable.
Yep.
And we get to see that every day. And we get to see in the great part of the personality right now because we're 3-0.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, it's so fun, isn't it? Isn't it fun?
It is fun, man. Hopefully we can keep it going.
Yeah, it'd be really nice. Well, we're running out of time.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna connect again. We're gonna make this work, and hopefully we'll get your podcast up on YouTube and get a video.
Yeah, please do, man. Please
Yeah.
do. I sent it to you.
Yes.
So check it out and
I
let
will
me
be.
know what you think. I take all feedback.
But
I appreciate you having me again.
Yeah, no, thanks for being here. Saturday night we got a game.
Saturday night, 6:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Please come out and support these fellas. Seeing some great things from these kids. And also, I believe the women's team play at 2 o'clock, so come out and support them as well.
Good, I like it. Well, thanks for being here. We're going to move on to the top of the hour for KSUU and see what we got coming after that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, YouTube. I'm turning this off right now. That was awesome.